Technology Pause. So today I wanted to talk about a very common topic. I get questions about this all the time. And it's not typically something I charge for as dog training service, mostly because there's nothing I can really do as far as pushing you guys forward with this. So I figured I would just make this video available to everybody. So if you have questions about potty training, then you can come here and, have something to reference. So first things first, when do dogs go to the bathroom? Things to recognize with this are going to be, especially with puppies, is after eating, after sleeping, and after play. These 3 times are going to be when the systems start to wake up and move around, so they're definitely when you want to keep a closer eye out. So keep record of those. Your dog just woke up from a nap. Oh, well, first things first, take him out to go to the bathroom. So even if you have an older dog, especially if the dog is new to the house, I would definitely still use this rule. After eating, after sleeping, and after play, take them directly outside. Because if you don't, then, your dog could have an accident in the house. So the biggest secret to potty training is set your dog up for success. Don't wait for them to go inside the house. If your dog goes in the house, the joke is, what you should do is you should roll up a newspaper and whack yourself on the head with it, because you gave your dog the chance to fail at that. So it's just a joke that's going that goes around in the dog trainer world. So the little rabbit hole there for you. With that said, I typically don't recommend using any sort of corrections or punishment for a dog who does go to the bathroom indoors. Because, when your dog is punished for going to the bathroom, they don't associate, they don't understand that they're getting punished for going inside. They just think they're getting punished for the action they just took, which is the action of going to the bathroom. So when it comes time for you to take your dog out and you want to reward them for going in the right place, they're going to be too nervous to go, because they're worried that they're going to be punished just for going to the bathroom in the first place. So that's definitely something I want you to remember. Don't punish your dog for using the bathroom. This, again, it's going to set them up to fail. If your dog has already gone in the house, then, that's an oops, and, it's not the dog's fault. It's us not setting the dog up for success. So definitely taking them out before they have the opportunity to go in is the route we want to take. So with that said, the next step here is to start recording when your dog goes to the bathroom. So if your dog is going to the bathroom at, say, 8 a.m. one morning, 8:05 the next morning, and, 8 a.m. 8:01 the morning after that, I think it's pretty safe to say that your dog is consistently going to the bathroom at 8 a.m., so therefore we should maybe take the dog out a couple minutes before 8, so then they have that opportunity to have a successful potty time outdoors. So to continue with that, so we're recording it, and so since we're recording it, we want to set up a schedule for our dog once we start understanding when they're going. So even if they go inside and, we missed it, it's okay, it happens. So even if they went inside and we missed it, we still want to make sure we're recording it. So from there, we want to set up a set routine for our dog. So, this will include feeding, this will include walks, potty breaks, occasionally it'll include water if we're really having a tough time. So setting up a schedule for all these things that occur through the day. Now, there are going to be outlier times when your dog does have to go to the bathroom, but they're not going to be within the same schedule. So that's definitely something else we want to keep in mind. Again, watching for the eat, sleep, play, just to have that in the back of our minds. So when it comes to setting your schedule, the first thing you want to look at is the feeding schedule. So this is, again, eating. This is one of those times that the system and the dog starts to wake up, and they start to, especially in the morning after their breakfast, things start to move around in their bodies. So we want to put the food down. If your dog doesn't eat it right away, that's fine, but you should pick it up after 10 to 15 minutes. What this does is it sets the schedule that your dog can eat, and it gives your dog a better schedule for their systems. So they're not going to have to go to the bathroom after they ate, at 10 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock. So it's going to give you a more predictable schedule for your dog. So scheduling those feedings and only giving them 10 to 15 minutes to eat is going to be super important. So you put the food down, again, for 10 to 15 minutes. If your dog doesn't eat it, that's fine. Your dog will catch on. Dogs never intentionally starve themselves. So your dog will catch on that, oh, hey, food's only down for so long. Maybe I should eat it now instead of waiting. So that's how to schedule your food, especially if you have a dog who tends to graze throughout the day. The next step is, considering water. If your dog is urinating inside, restricting the water and maybe giving scheduled access to water throughout the day is going to be a smart choice. Now, with that said, you still want to make sure your dog is drinking enough water. So, you might want to give them 5 to 10 chances to drink water throughout the day. So then, they don't become dehydrated. And again, base this off your dog, how much water they consume each time that they have access to it, and so on and so forth. So that's the feed and water schedule information. And so the next step, where was I going? So, of course, the walking. So long walks, if you're having trouble getting your dog to go in the first place, long walks are another way to kind of stimulate your dog's systems so they do have to go to the bathroom. And then, of course, it gives them plenty of opportunities to sniff around and such. A lot of people do recommend taking your dog to the same location to go to the bathroom, which if it's just a potty break, I definitely recommend. If it's a walk, it's a walk. Your dog can go wherever. The important part here is when your dog goes, you need to reward. So it's not just, you can have a treat, here you go, good job. It's, oh, you did so good. What a good dog. You're just the best puppy in the world. Throw them a miniature puppy party. This is super important. You're going to feel really silly at the time, but it's going to be totally worth it when you're not cleaning up messes in the house anymore. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind when it comes to that. So lots of high reward. Now, if your dog is a little more sensitive to sound, maybe, keep it a little quieter, but give them lots of praise and pets. Of course, base this off your dog. Base the excitement level off your dog and, what they tend to like the most. My dogs loved it when I used the super excited voice, and, I was all about the praise. So that's really the best way to go about it. So, yeah, if you guys have questions or if there's something more specific to potty training your dog, please feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. And also, if you have a puppy, you can check out my Everything Puppy video on my YouTube channel here. And yeah, I think that's about all I got. That's the most generalized information about potty training. Again, so the major points to remember here is schedule. Watch your dog's schedule. Set it up if you need to. Limit the food and water time that they have access to if needed. And of course, lots of reward, and never punish your dog. Those are the main things I want you to remember. It seems like a lot right now, but you guys will get in the routine of it with your dog, and it won't seem like that big of a deal. But again, if you guys have questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments or send them on over my way. You can visit my Facebook page and send me a message, or you can even send me an email, which is emily@prodigypaws.com. And of course, feel free to check out my website. Right now, I'm about to release my new online course, Life Disrupted, Recovering from Anxiety. So this course was made with, dogs who have gone through a major change, or maybe displaying some new behavior signals, or maybe just anxious in general. This course is going to help you out in so many ways, from identifying your dog, discussing anxiety, using different tools to aid your dog in recovery, of course, steps to recovery, and then when to introduce medication into the mix, and when to talk to your vet. But if you guys have any questions about that, again, you're welcome to visit my website, send me a message, email. I'm always happy to answer. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys.